Here is shredded potatoes to make vegetable fritters. I'm following loosely a recipe on Pinterest that I'll link down below. Um, it's going to be using the spaghetti squash that I got for free. Cross my fingers that my kids will like it. And here's the spaghetti squash that I just took out of the ones I cooked up in the pot of broth that I was cooking up the other day. Here I mix it all together, and here's some cooked bacon chopped up. That's going to go in the bowl, and then I have I'm going to make it like potato latkes, but it's going to be added squash. So here's 2 eggs. I'm just scrambling that up to help it make as a binder so that these patties will stay together when fried. There's the eggs in there, and then I am going to put some uh, dehydrated onion flakes, as I didn't want to chop up some more onions in here, and some garlic powder. And then I am going to add some flour to this to help bind it up. And the recipe calls for 3 cups of flour. I'm not going to measure because, as you know from my videos, I tend not to anyways. So I'm putting some flour in and gonna see how much that binds up, and I'll add more if it needs to be bound more. Just take my fork and mix it well, and try and make sure that the squash is hidden amongst the potatoes so that it's indistinguishable from the potatoes. And I'm going to just mix this all together. I think I'll need to add a bit more flour. Yeah, I'm going to add a bit more flour to this. There we go. But that's the batter type consistency that you want. It's almost like a pancake or a cake batter. And there's my pan with oil. I've already started heating it, and I'm going to put my fritters in the pan, just patting it down so it's flat a bit, and wait till they get brown along the edges before I flip them, as I don't want them to fall apart. This is a really easy recipe. I do this with just potatoes as a potato latke as a side for potatoes. So adding the squash shouldn't be much different. And the bacon will just make it taste yummier. So let that fry a bit, and watch the edges. Try and loosen it a little bit. I should have let them cook a little bit longer before doing this because they were sticking to this pan. And normally I would use my other pan, but this pan was clean. The other one was in the dishwasher, so. And my cast iron one was being occupied. So, I'm just going to loosen these up a bit. And then I am going to flip them soon. They're not quite brown enough yet. I just want to loosen these up so they don't stick much. want them to be fully cooked. They're starting to get brown along the edges. And you flip it and you pat it down. And that one looks perfect. That's what we want. Versus the other two. The other two aren't quite brown enough yet. But this one, let me just put on a plate. There we go. And that's perfect. That is what we want. That's what they should look like. And here is the potato vegetable pancakes. And this is cheese tortellini with a homemade Alfredo type sauce. I just made a roux with some cream and water because I didn't have the milk up here, and flour and butter, garlic powder, and a bit of Parmesan cheese, and then sausages and onions and peppers. The peppers I got free. I'm still cutting up the peppers from a local garden center that was closing down for the season. And there we have it. If you like this video, please click like, share, and subscribe, and comment below. Let me know if you try this.